in verses 1 to 5. Fine. There, me. And it came to pass in the month Nisan, in the 20th year of Artaxerxes, the king, when wine was before him, that I took up the wine and gave it unto the king. Now I had not been sad in his presence. And then the king said unto me, Why is that countenance sad, seeing thou art not sick? This is nothing else but sorrow of heart. Then I was very afraid. And I say unto the king, Let the king live forever. Why should not my countenance be sad when the city, the place of my father, sepulchres, lie waste, and the gates thereof are consumed with fire? Then the king said unto me, For what dost thou make request? So I pray to the God of heaven. And I say unto the king, It is pleased the king, and if thy servant have found favor in thy sight, that thou wouldest send me unto Judah, unto the city of my fathers, that I may build it. And then we can see here, he's asking the king for permission to go and build the walls of Jerusalem. Now, I'm sure that Nehemiah was happy to return to his homeland and help his people. But Nehemiah has a lot of blessings because, first the king gave him permission. Then he blessed him with supplies to be used in the project.
Amen.
He got letters from governors across the river and letters to the keeper of the forest to give him timber to build the gates. And also the king sent him captains of the army and horsemen. He was ready to conquer. The situation for Nehemiah looks great. But what happened? When he got there, not everybody in the region was happy to see Nehemiah. Not everybody was happy to see Nehemiah that he was coming to build Jerusalem. Why? Because Jerusalem had a lot of enemies. And there were three very nice guys. No, they were very mean. Sanballat, Tobiah, and Geshem. You can read that whole story in home if you want to. They tried many ways to stop what they were doing. The first one they tried is they used mockery and sarcasm to discourage. And I'm going to read for you Nehemiah 4:3. Now Tobiah was beside him, and he said, Wherever they build, if even a fox go up on it, he will break down their stone wall. Imagine that you are building something that for you is precious. And somebody just come and mock and say, that's quick. Second, the enemies attempted to create fear. In Nehemiah 4:7-8. Now it happened when Sanballat, Tobiah, and Arabs, the Ammonites and the Ashdodites, heard that the walls of Jerusalem were being restored and the gaps were beginning to be closed, that they became very angry. And all of them conspired together to come and attack Jerusalem and create confusion. And then try to create fear. When they are trying to build these strong walls, fear, the enemy want to create this fear. Third, the enemy wants to do harm and keep the progress. And remember the enemy who was? Tobiah, Sanballat, and Geshem. Nehemiah 6:1-2 said, Now it happened when Sanballat, Tobiah, Geshem the Arab, and the rest of our enemy heard that I had rebuilt the wall and that there were no breaks in it, and thought at a time I have not hung the doors in the gates. The Sanballat and Geshem sent to me, saying, Come, let us meet together among the villages in the plain Ono. But they thought to do me harm. They were trying to kill him. Why? because the enemy wants to kill him, that he can not continue to build the walls. But he declined the invitation 4 times. And look at the 5th time he came. The enemy doesn't come 1 time. And goodbye. No, he said that for the first time, now the 4th time, the enemy want to intimidate them with false reports and lies. Nehemiah 6:5-9. I'm going to ask somebody to read that one for me. Nehemiah 6, verses 5-9, please.
And there was a great outcry of the people and their wives against their Jewish brethren. For there were those who said, "We our sons and our daughters are many, and therefore let us get grain that we may eat and live." There were also some who said, "We have mortgaged our lands and vineyards and houses, and that we might buy grain because of the famine." There were also those who said, "We have borrowed money for the king's tax on our lands and vineyards. Yet now our flesh is the flesh of our brethren, our children." Is this the right ones? Which one am I supposed to be reading? I'm sorry, I'm reading 5.
You're going to wait till you're all done.
You guys. Are you late? 6. Oh, no one right at 6. Okay.
Your readings are great.
Well, I was getting it. 6, what was it again? 5. All right.
5 to 9.
All right. But they sent me this message 4 times, and I answered them in the same manner. Then Sanballat sent his servant to me as before, the 5th time, with an open letter in his hand. And it was written, "It is reported among the nations in Geshem that says that you and the Jews plan to rebel. Therefore, according to these rumors, you are rebuilding the wall that you may be their king. And you have also appointed prophets to proclaim concerning you at Jerusalem, saying, 'There is a king in Judah.' Now these matters will be reported to the king. So come, therefore, and let us consult together." Then I sent to him, saying, "No such things as you say are being done, but you invent them in your heart. For they all were trying to make us afraid, saying, 'Their hands will be weakened in the work, and it will not be done.' Now, therefore, O God, strengthen my hands."
Thank you, Linda.
Amen.
You can see in this scripture, they were saying false reports, because they were saying, you want to be the king. That's why you are doing that. But that was not the point. They just want to do it with stop, and that the people rebel against him. And we can see that Nehemiah confront a lot of opposition in this. He faced insults, mockery, discouragement, words, intimidation, but he ignored them. He refused to give up. He just went on and kept on praying and asked God for help while taking every step. God strengthened his hand. We want to discover the life we were born to live. Amen? We want to know and carry out the mission that has been assigned by God in our life. But when we are in the middle of the adversity, opposition, and we face challenges, and we are vulnerable from the attacks of the enemy, it's tempting to want to give up. Yeah. Have you ever tried to fix or restore the problems of your life by yourself? Believe me, you ended up doing it wrong. Like my mom trying to fix the iron. It can cause, trying to fix in your own can cause a big damage.
Amen.
In the physical, she could really burn out the house. We didn't have a house insurance. And then, sometimes we try to fix our life in our own. Oh no, No, God, I can do it. Yeah, here, you help me. Okay, stop. I can do this. I can do this part. But you know, there are situations in our life that only God can restore. And it's a special work that we don't understand. Sometimes we don't understand how God does it. You just believe it. You just live it. You just have faith. And He will do it. Amen. You know, somehow all of us have been broken by someone, hurt and wounded by someone of something. And we need restoration. And you know, we really want to have walls. We need the walls of our marriage. We want that the walls of our marriage be strong. We want that the walls of our ministry be strong. We want the relationship of our children and family be strong.